Hey, what's up guys, this is Vikas from PowerPoint World and this is our tutorial number 178. So in this video, I'm going to explain you guys how to create a 5-step timeline infographics like this in just PowerPoint. I would like to request you, if you are new on this channel and watching this video for the first time, then please do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever we upload a video. And you can make a small contribution to make us motivated to create the steps like this. So the payment link I will provide in the description box, and you can also download the free PPT of this slide through the link I will provide in the description box, guys. Okay, so without wasting any further time, guys, let's get started. The infographics will look like this. Just click on insert option. You can see a new slide option. Just click on that and choose a blank slide over here. Now we have extra slide over here, so I'm going to delete it. Now we have to copy this color sample from the previous slide and paste it over here by pressing Ctrl V on the keyboard. Now you can see we have to create a shape like this. So let me show you guys how I have created these shapes and combine these shapes to get a result like this. The wrapping ribbon like effect you can see here. So how I have created this, let me show you guys. Right click over here. I'm going to right click over here, and now I'm going to ungroup the items. So again I'm going to ungroup it, guys. I will right click and I will say ungroup. Now all these items has been ungrouped. Now I can show you the items, I can show you the elements separately by dragging it outward. Like we have to ungroup it one more time, guys, because it has one more group. So I'm going to right click over here and say ungroup. So here you can see this is the item we have. We have to create an effect like this. So these two shapes we have to create. One more time I have to ungroup it, guys. Like I'm going to ungroup it. So these two shapes we have to create, guys. This is the main function. So to create this, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to copy this by pressing Ctrl C and paste it over the new slide just for the reference, guys. Okay, and let me separate these two elements. So we have to create this element. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I will click on insert option, and here you will find the rounded rectangle option. Just click on that and drag a rectangle like this. Okay, now let me zoom in, guys, and make the corner more rounded like this much and remove the outlines like this. Now what you have to do, just press Ctrl D to make a duplicate copy and fill it with the other color so that we can differentiate, and put it just below the previous shape. Now again you have to just drag a rectangle over here and remove its outline and fill it with some different color like this. Now select all these three shapes, and what I'm going to do, I will say fragment. Okay, after doing fragmentation you will get a shape like this. So I'm going to press Ctrl X. Okay, select all these three shapes, and under the format option you will find a merge shape option. Just click on that and say fragment. After making a fragmentation, just click on format option and say fragment. You will get a shape like this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to press Ctrl X for now, and I will delete all these two shapes over here and paste it over here, this shape, and I will attach this shape to this one. And what I'm going to do, I will select all these two shapes and say union under the merge shape option. So this is the shape we required, guys. Okay, now I will try to create this shape. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I will again choose a rounded rectangle option over here and fill it with a different color, like I'm going to choose a red color for now. Later on we will change the color. Now just make it smaller and drag this yellow dot to the right to make it more rounded like this. And now what we have to do, we have to drag this yellow dot like this to adjust the roundness. Okay, so this is fine, guys. Okay, now what you have to do, you just have to choose a rectangle over here and drag a rectangle, fill it with a different color, and make it outlines, no outline. Just place it over here and again make a duplicate copy of this shape and fill it with some different color like this, and put it just below the red rectangle like this. Now zoom in, guys, so that we can see the edges clearly. Now select all these three shapes and say fragment. Okay, so now I'm going to remove these shapes, and again I'm going to do the same method. I will press Ctrl X, undo or remove these three shapes, these two shapes actually, and paste it the previous color, and select all these two shapes and say union. But we have to add a sharp corner over here. So to do that, I'm going to select a rectangle over here, and I'm going to remove the outline, like I'm going to remove the outline like this. And now I will place this rectangle over here and remove and select all these two shapes and say union. Now we have the required shape over here, guys. I'm going to place it over here like this. Select all these two shapes and press Ctrl G to make a single group and delete these two shapes. Okay, it will take some time, guys, because it's very tough task to do that. Now I will fill this shape with the gradient fill. So I'm going to choose format shape option, just click on fill and choose a gradient fill. For the left handle, I'm going to use this color. Just alternate the handles, and for the right handle, I'm going to use a lighter version of this color. So I'm going to use the same color first time, and second time I will choose the more color option and drag this handle to the upward to make it the lighter version of, to select a lighter version of this color. Okay, so now let me take the reference of the previous slide. Okay, so for the lighter version we have to use the different color, like we have to use this color. Okay, now for this I'm again using the gradient fill option, but this time I will alternate the handle like this. That's okay, guys. Now I will drag it inner bar to make it smaller like this, and put it over here like this. Press Ctrl D to make another duplicate copy and place this copy over here. Press Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D. Now we have the shape like this, so I'm going to fill it with different colors. So I'm going to fast and forward the video so that we can save the time. So we have to shift these shapes to something this much, guys, in the middle. So just shift it like this, just middle in the small shape. Okay, now our shape is ready, so we'll put it over here, and for the background we will use some, let me change the background. For the background I will use the gradient fill option, and here it will automatically fetch the color from the previous slide, as we have already used these colors recently. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to create this shape and this arrow shape over here. So to do that, I'm going to choose an arrow. So I'm going to use a triangle over here and drag a triangle like this. Okay, and remove its outline and rotate it 90 degree like this. Place it over here, and now I will select all these two shapes. First we have to ungroup it, and now I will select all these two shapes and make it union, and we have to put a gradient fill for this. So this should not radials, this should be linear, and we have to alternate this like this. Okay, now it's fine. One more shape you have to put in the bottom, so I'm going to Ctrl C, press Ctrl C, copy this shape and place it over here. Let me take the reference of the previous slide. Okay, so we have to put it here, right click over here and send it to back. Okay, and now we don't want this extra part over here, so I'm going to subtract it. And for this I'm going to use a single color, like I'm going to use any gray color for this. Okay, so now it's time to fill the different shape. It's time to provide the text as well as, so I'm going to copy this text. Okay, so let me copy this text first. And paste it over here, guys. Make a duplicate copy and place this text over here. Make duplicate copy, place it over here and here. Okay, so now it's time to fill these with the different text like this. So I'm going to copy this text from the previous slide and paste it over here, guys. Okay, concepts, research, budget, process, and finally the result will be there. Okay, now finally what you have to do, you have to use these icons as well as the step text. So I'm going to copy these icons from the previous slide and paste it over this slide. Just make an alignment, like you have to put it over here. So just put this over here, just put this over here, put it over here. So let me show you guys which type of text I'm using in this particular slide. So I'm using Aparajita, the size is 9, and for the heading I'm using square 720 BT 721, and for this text I'm using Rajdhani 24 size, and I'm using the different type of icons from the flaticon.com. So this is how you can create this beautiful timeline infographics, guys. This is all about this tutorial, guys. See you in the next tutorial. Till now, bye, and thank you very much for watching the video.